Genes. That's you. That is everything about your creation, isn't it? I mean, you know that. Then why is it so hard? Why hasn't any priest or minister or anybody in the churches you've gone to all of your life ever added an IS to it and say, that's what it is? The book of Genesis is the book of genetics. It's the book of genes. And if it's the book of genes, it's the book of DNA. And if it's the book of DNA, that's why one of the early characters in it is a serpent. Of course. And what does the serpent do? What did the serpent in Genesis do? He delivered a message. He was a messenger. And he spoke to Eve. And he said, this guy is full of baloney. Eat the fruit. Because you've got to have knowledge. Oh, he said if I eat it, I will die. And the snake said he's a liar. If you eat it, you'll become like him. And you know what? The snake was right. The guy that told her she would die was a liar. And according to the very book that you have, it says the father of lies is the devil. But you've been praying to this guy all your life. Why? Because your church told you to. Not because you knew. They could tell you to pray to Peter Pan, you to pray to Peter Pan. But genes, the word genes is the root of the word Genesis. The root of the word genetics is talking about creation. And creation comes from DNA. And the serpent of DNA is the serpent in the garden. The principal constituent, and look what it says. The principal constituent of genes, Genesis, and chromosomes, we know about that, the structures that transmit hereditary characteristics. Where did it come from? The garden. Genesis, genetics, DNA. Of course. What I'm telling you is that the book of Genesis is a totally coded book about genetics, about genes, about DNA. And in the book of Genesis, there's a guy named Jacob who told you about Peniel, and what's the next thing he winds up doing? He tells you about a ladder that goes up to heaven and angels go up and down. Well, now you know what it is. You see the picture of the ladder. We opened this thing up by looking at a picture of Jacob's ladder. If you didn't see it before, look at it again. There's Jacob's ladder, right there. Can't you see the angels running up and down? There they go. Ooh, ooh. Of course. Red, black, white, pale. Red, black, white, pale. North, east, south, west. Oh, they're all there. The four is there. Everything is there. That's the serpent. But would you have to wait here all of these years to come into Vito's basement to find out? Nobody up there knows. And yet I'm a cult leader. I'm a cult leader, and they're assuring you that a snake talked to this lady. And you should believe it.